my name's Kelly. I'm with fitnessblender.com, and today I have a cardio workout for you that includes both your warm-up and your cool-down, and you're not going to need any equipment at all. So all the way through, I'm going to be showing modifications so that you can make this harder or easier depending on what you need right now today. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, for our cardio warm-up, we're doing 30 seconds a piece of each of these easy exercises. We're warming up our full body because this is a full body routine. So we're going to start by either marching in place if you want no impact, or you can step it up a little bit with a boxer shuffle. So it's up to you. So like I said, all the way through, I'm going to show you ways to either increase the difficulty or make things easier. And a lot of times that just involves either increasing the depth of the range of motion, or adding weights, or cutting out the jumps, or making a big explosive jump. So make it work for you and what you need today. 5 seconds left, and we're going to switch to a step through plus a lateral step. So forward and then to the side. Sorry, forward, back, and to the side. There we go. So all of these motions are pretty shallow at this point because we're just warming up. So don't go into a nice deep lunge or anything like that yet. We're just asking the muscles to wake up a little bit. So front, back, shallow side lunge. 5 seconds left, and we're going to switch to 2 torso twists plus a knee. So right here, 1, 2, on the third one, knee to elbow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can move at whatever pace you want to. You don't have to move at my pace. Make sure you're never holding your breath. Keep your knees nice and soft as you warm up. You can kind of lower a little bit, get into a little bit deeper of a squat. All right, next up we're going to be doing IT band stretch steps. So not a full stretch, but it feels really good. So just stepping to one side, briefly enjoy that. Throw those arms in there so you're getting the whole body warmed up. Just enjoy that stretch for just a second. Keep going. All right, next up we're going to do 2 butt kicks plus a front kick. So right here, 1, 2, and then right in front. 1, 2, and you're going to kick with the opposite side the next time. So just keep that pattern up. If you want to, you can turn it into a jog. Depending on what you need, you might have to add an extra step there. So make it work for you. 10 seconds left of this. So next up, we're going to do a good morning plus a fly. So just bending down, raise those arms back, drop back down, squeeze your glutes and bring yourself back up. Keep your back nice and flat, your core nice and tight. Five seconds left. We're going to switch to fly jacks. So we're going to start off, we're going to do 2 each direction. So step and step, step and step. So if you want to make this harder without jumping, bend your knees more. If you want to make it a lot higher cardio, start to add in those jumps. Or you can even stay low and do this with weights eventually if you like. 1, 2. Next up, we're going to drop down to the ground. We're going to be doing plank steps. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so dropping down, I'm going to go plank, plank, down, down, up, up, down, down. So take that same leg and go up with it. So you're alternating which leg is leading each time. 10 seconds left. And next up, we're going to do a bird dog. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so right here, I'm going to go up and then back down. Hold for just a second. And if this is too hard, you can always just break it down 1 limb at a time. So leg, leg, arm, and arm. Otherwise, if you feel like you've got the coordination and balance, go for both at once. So you're lifting opposite arm and leg. 10 seconds left, and then we're going to flip over for our last warm-up exercise, and that's going to be a bridge. So this is a fast-paced warm-up, so take your time. Don't feel like you have to be spot on perfect here. Drive through your heels, exhale as you push up. All right, so that's our warm-up already. So we're going to move right onto that cardio routine. So to grab a quick drink of water if you want to, and we'll get started. All right, guys, so for each one of these exercises, we're going to be doing 45 seconds on with 15 seconds active rest, and we're going to do each group twice through. So we're going to start off with 2 runners plus a wide squat. A lot of these are combo moves that call on coordination. Don't be mad at me. Here we go. So 1, 2, wide squat to the other side, 1, 2. So again, you can make this harder by moving faster. You can make your squat deeper. You can even, well, this one's a hard one to hold on weights for, but you get my drift. There's a lot of ways to make things easier and harder. Just keep moving and make sure you're breathing. Really drive with those arms. It's a good way to get your heart rate up without any extra jumping at all. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so right here, do at least a march in place. You can do boxer shuffle, you can do jumping jacks, you can get crazy and do burpees if you want to. Just make sure that you're still moving during these intervals. All right, next up we're going to be doing 2 jumping jacks plus 3 slow jumping jacks. So here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to start on the opposite side the next time first. So a little bit of a brain challenge there again. Forces you to stay mindful. So if you want to keep this low impact, just stay right here. Don't add any of the jumps. And again, you can go slower. You can just slow it down, or you can just do full jumping jack all the way through the interval. So do what works for you. Otherwise, 2, 3, 1, and 2. 10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go back to those runners with the wide squat. So take a nice deep breath here. Take a second to gather yourself. 5 seconds left. 2 and 1, here we go. 1, 2, low squat. 1, 2. Keep your back flat and your weight in your heels during that squat. Pull in your core. Just about 10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here's our break. Just kind of march it out. Do whatever you want to. Stretch out a little bit. And 5 seconds left. So back to the jumping jack combo. So 2 full, and then 3 broken down, and just steps. 1, 2, start on the opposite side that you did the time before. So like I said, a lot of these require staying tuned in. They require coordination, which they don't require coordination actually, but they'll help you build it. So you might feel awkward in the meantime, but that's the whole point. We're working on getting better at things that we're struggling with currently. So don't feel bad if you struggle. Just do what you can. Got about 5 seconds left. Alright, there we go. So we're moving on to our next group now, which we're starting off with a step combination, which you can easily turn into a lunge combination, which will make it exponentially more hard. more difficult. So what we're going to be doing is stepping forward, we're going front, back, side, and curtsy. So we're going all of the directions, front, back, side, and curtsy. So if you're a beginner, this might be a step, just a tap, tap, and tap. If you want to make it harder, really lunge, 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 and then curtsy. There we go. So pick your difficulty level. And don't be afraid to challenge yourself, because a lot of ways, an easy way to advance your fitness is to just a little bit at a time, push yourself out of your comfort zone. You don't have to go gusto and you don't have to brutalize yourself, just a little bit at a time, just pushing a little bit further. All right, there's a break. Keep moving. You can always stop and grab water if you want. But next up, we're gonna be doing a side raise jack plus a high knee and a ventral raise, which is way easier than it sounds. So we're doing a jumping jack, and then we're coming up and lifting in the center. Oops, the raise, and then the center. So this definitely requires a little balance. If you need to, maybe your motion is really low, and that's fine. Just stay where you can do it without falling over, basically. And you want to make sure that you're not using momentum. So it's really important that you are in control. You're not throwing your leg up there. You're lifting it intentionally, carefully, and that's definitely a lot harder that way. You'll feel it. I'm already sweating. It's good. I like it. All right, 3 seconds left. All right, quick break, and we're gonna go back to that step combination. 10 seconds left. It's really hot in here today. Like 75 degrees in the middle of winter for some reason. All right, here we go. Front, back, side, and curtsy. And this is another one you can do a lot slower if you need to. And curtsy. This is an exercise that's really easy to hold on to weights if you want to. You can definitely make it a lot harder that way. Build a little muscle while you're at it. 15 seconds left. 5 seconds. All right, so back to those side raises with the arm movements. You can even keep doing the same interval exercise, same exercise through the entire interval if you want to really step it up. All right, next up, here we go. Calling on all of the balance here. Side and front. Another way to make it harder is just to never set that leg down, which is quite a lot harder on your balance. So you go up to the side without resting, up and front. And that's kind of if you want to focus on more balance than cardio. Otherwise, you can cheat and set that foot down and get a little higher cardio out of it because you're moving faster. So you can kind of alter it a little bit depending on what you're trying to focus on today. Either way though, you want to be in control of your body. Never flailing. All right, 10 seconds left until we get a well-earned little water break. 5 now. 3, 2. All right, there we go. So don't drink too much water and don't go too far because I don't want you to lose your motivation, and we'll jump right back in. All right, we're gonna be dropping down to the floor for this first interval here. We're gonna be holding our bodies in a crab position. So weight in your hands and your feet, and we're gonna be kicking, hold yourself up here. We're gonna be kicking up, and tap down, and extend out. Return to your start position. Kick up, extend out. So make sure that you're keeping a slight bend in your elbows. You don't wanna be locking your arms out, and you make it easier that way. Anyway, it's not good for your joints, and you get rid of some of the benefit of the exercise. So try to keep a slight bend. So you should start to feel your arms shaking here pretty soon. So you're working your arms, your back, your glutes, your legs. Make sure you're breathing. 2, 1. All right, so we're jumping back up. Next up, we're doing a step through plus arms. So we're gonna be doing a push-pull motion. This is something you can add weights to if you wanna make it harder. Otherwise, you can do it just working antagonistically, pretending like you're working against yourself. So you're pushing and pulling at the same time. So you go forward and back. Forward and back. And just remember what leg you're on, and we will do the opposite one in that second round. So I'm stepping forward with my right leg this time. And you're pressing forward and pulling back. Pressing against resistance that isn't there and pulling against something that is not giving you any trouble. So you're kind of using your imagination to work your muscles, and it works. You'll feel it. Keep it going. We've got about 5 seconds left. All right, now we're gonna drop back down to the floor for that crab kick and extension. All right, be sure to turn on some music if you like to help keep yourself motivated. I know it definitely helps me with my workouts. So here we go, kick and extend. Kick, extend. Try to keep those hips up there. I know I'm already fatiguing a little bit here. I'm getting back into shape myself. I'm kind of a beginner again. Really interesting experience. I think it's good. And so you have to do what your body is willing to let you do. You have to respect its limits wherever you're at right now. But also be willing to push just gently, just a little bit, so that you are making forward progress. You just don't want to push so hard that you defeat yourself, or worse, injure yourself. So 3 seconds left here. All right, very good. So last time I did my right leg, so I'm gonna be stepping forward with my left leg this time. We're doing that push-pull cardio move here. 3 seconds left. Here we go. And you can also make this a lot harder again by increasing the depth of the movement. So you can turn this into a full lunge if you want, front and back. It'll definitely make it a lot harder. Five seconds left. All right, so next up we're gonna be doing a static squat plus 5 punches and arms. So we'll get a little break from that squat. So the squat is gonna be as deep as you can control with good form. So weight in your heels, flat back. So right here, right in front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come up, and then come back into that squat. And then start with the opposite hand that you did last time. So again, you have to kind of remember that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, quick stretch, and back down to that squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ten seconds left. All right, one of those down. So next up we're gonna be doing a lateral jump plus a knee. So I'm jumping from side to side, or you can step from side to side, or you can turn it into a deep squat from side to side. So whichever suits your needs best. And you can even use a combo. So lateral jump, and then knee. Jump, knee. So that leg is not only catching your weight and having to balance you, you're kind of holding a little bit of you definitely want your knees bent, so you're doing kind of a single leg squat of sorts. So you're working coordination, balance, your core, your glutes, your thighs, upper body is getting a little movement in there. And you want to focus on landing soft. So a lot of this, again, is about bodily control. So you're not just kind of trying to get from here to there as far as you can. You need to be able to land it without hurting yourself or rolling an ankle or just generally overextending yourself. All right, so quick break. I'm going to do those static squat plus punches again. Keep your feet moving, roll your shoulders around. If you've been hunched over the computer or phone all day long. All right, here we go. Squat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to, you can just stay down and punch the whole time if you want to make it harder. Hold that squat, make it nice and deep, and just sit here and punch away. Think of something that's frustrating you and just take it out on the air in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five seconds left. All right, so we're done with those. So we're going back to that lateral jump plus a knee. So shake those legs out. You can do everything from high knee march to a butt kick, whatever works for you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, jump and knee. Seconds. We're almost done with the hard work though. We have less than 5 minutes total of hard work. Then we'll get a nice cool down. Under 10 seconds. Remember that low impact option, or if you're getting tired, just cut out the jumps. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so next up we're going to drop down to the floor. We're going to do a Pilates rear leg lift. So your weight in your hands and knees. 3 seconds left. So we're going to bend at a 90 here and just lift up like we're trying to poke a hole in the ceiling. So try to keep your body perfectly flat to the ground. Even as that leg goes up, try not to change the dynamics of your spine. You don't want to be opening up or twisting or torquing to get that motion done. So stay facing the ground so that all the movement and all the work is coming from those glutes. So inhale as you lower back down. Exhale during the hard part where you lift back up. About 10 seconds left. Keep going. All right, so you can keep going through the interval, the rest interval here if you like to. So we're just gonna switch sides. If you wanna stay active, keep going. Otherwise, we'll get ready, set up for the next side. Here we go. Three, 2, and 1. All right, so for our last group, we're gonna do a side leg raise with a twist here. So we're gonna add some arms in. This should feel really good, and some breath work. So you can start overhead. So right away, just stretching out like this should feel like a little bit of a stretch through your side. But you're gonna bring your arms and your legs up together and lower back down. So you're inhaling as your arms and legs drop. Nice and slow, full breath, and then exhaling as you come back up. Keep that foot flexed so you get a stretch through the calf here. And kind of hold at the top there for a second or two, or as long as you can tolerate, and just kind of enjoy that burn. Enjoy the feeling of your muscles working. That's what that is. That's what that feels like. So we're gonna switch sides here and repeat. And we'll be done. Done with our work for the day. Or this part anyway. Alright, hands overhead. Nice deep breath. Exhale as you come up. Inhale back down. Enjoy this stretch as well. The same way you enjoy this burn a little bit, enjoy the stretch at the end here. Just kind of quick stretch, just 1 second. Feels so nice. Ten seconds left. Alright, so that is our cardio routine. So we've just touched on everything lightly, so we'll cool down the same way. So kind of start, depending on what your heart rate is, you might want to do a little bit of kind of just light marching in place for a while. Let your breathing rate slow back down if you need to. Otherwise, let's start off with our quads. So we're going to grab your foot and pull it up towards your butt so you feel a nice stretch through the front of your thighs. So even though this wasn't a super intense workout, you're going to want to make sure that A, you don't skip the cool down, B, you still drink a lot of water after this, or a healthy amount of water anyway, don't flood yourself, and C, you want to make sure that you refuel with a healthy meal as soon as you can after your workout. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Alright, so let's do the front of our thighs here, or our hip flexors. So we're going to step forward and bring your arms up, meet at the top here, and pull this arm down. So you also get a stretch through this arm, and it should go down your side as well. This should feel good. Never press into a stretch so that it hurts. It's always a question. You're not demanding anything of your body. Be nice and gentle. Just kind of lean. You can move through these stretches a little bit. Find where you're feeling tight. Alright, we'll switch sides. Alright, so next we're going to just drop towards the middle here. Just kind of a loose hang with your feet nice and wide. And you can collapse your hands behind your back. And get to go to upper body stretch through this as well. And I like to kind of move around while I'm here. Just really slow, kind of gently, just barely back and forth from one leg to the other. Alright, come back up. Then we'll drop down to do a calf stretch here. A kneeling calf stretch. So just stick one leg out and then kind of lean into that foot as if you're trying to get that heel on the ground. Switch sides. Just take nice deep breaths while you're doing these stretches. This should be the nice relaxing part of the day. Just try to clear your head. Even I know all of us have a million things going on. Try not to think about them right now. Just there's nothing you can do right now. You're working out. So get it out of your head and just relax for just while you can, you know? So let's lower down and we'll come up for a cobra. So just as much as you can without causing yourself any discomfort or sacrificing your spinal integrity. So you feel a nice stretch through the front of your core. All right, let's push back to a child's pose, nice and slow. Enjoy this here. You can always put something to rest here if this is kind of a little bit deep for you. Alright, while we're here in the same position, tuck one arm under. So you get a nice stretch through that arm, the bicep. And switch sides, thread right through. Alright, now we're going to switch out those hamstrings. So if you lay flat on your back, I'm going to go for just a straight-legged hamstring stretch here. And you can also stretch your calves by pulling your toe towards yourself. So you should feel a nice pull through the back of that calf as well as through this thigh, the back of your thigh here. Try to take nice deep belly breaths while you're here. Try to fill up your belly as much as you can. Set it all the way down to the pelvic floor and then let it out. Breathe, nice long exhale. Alright, switch sides. This is also nice to do with a strap. Sometimes I even use a t-shirt if I'm lazy and don't want to go find a strap. But basically anything so that you can pull your leg a little closer to you. Though this works if you can even just use your own hand to gently pull back. Alright, so next up we'll do a torso twist. So just roll over to one side. Just stretch through that midsection. And even a little bit through this leg, this thigh that's rolled over. Alright, switch sides. Relax here in the center. Real quick, do a full body stretch. Side to side. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. And relax. Alright. So, we just finished our workout. So like I said, you're going to want to drink water when you're done here. You want to make sure that you go and eat a nice healthy meal. Something that is going to make you feel great. Something that your body will thank you for. So thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for working out with me. I'm really glad that you're here. Happy workout complete. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.